A VW Beetle. This orange Volkswagen conceals its true character under its cute, familiar exterior. But you'll be surprised when it shows what it's capable of. This VW 1200 Beetle first saw the light of day in 1972. A mechanic at Mahag, Munich's biggest Volkswagen dealer, coddled it more than he drove it. The VW Bug has always had a special fan community. It was always a bit different from other cars. Markus Diamand, a Munich automotive enthusiast and collector, acquired this one and enlisted specialists to breathe a sportier life into it. This sport bug has a 1.8-liter engine that produces a hefty 90 horsepower. Its longer gear ratios yield a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour. The basis for the sport bug was the thrifty version of the Beetle built from 1967 to 1973. The old model's bumpers and small taillights testify to its asceticism. Marco spruced up the exterior of the tangerine-colored car. His modifications are understated. The wheels are a bit wider, and the chassis is set a little lower. That's all. Marco says the thrifty Beetle was bought primarily by government offices, shops, and tradesmen, and people who were willing to sacrifice luxury to save money. During the 1970s oil crisis, it was in great demand.
Das war gerade in den Zeiten der Ölkrise dann doch noch ein gefragtes Auto.
The simple dashboard was made of sheet metal, and a speedometer was its sole gauge. The seats, upholstered with robust patent leather, had no headrests and offered little lateral support. The interior had a Spartan ceiling and a lot of exposed sheet metal. The Beetle never tried to compete in the luxury category. Fans began customizing the Beetle back in the 1950s, for example by installing a Porsche 356 engine in the Beetle's back end. Today, specialists eke out up to 200 horsepower from the four-cylinder boxer engine. The chassis and brakes then have to be altered, of course. The Sport Bug has a standard 1.6-liter Beetle engine rebored to 1.8 liters. Twin 40 Weber carburetors ensure an adequate fuel supply. The result, a respectable 90 horsepower. Well hidden in the rear, the power is revealed only when the car is started. Marcus says the car gets a lot of friendly smiles from other drivers when he takes it on the road. But after being left behind at the traffic lights, some people don't like it at all. Who wants to be left in the dust by a VW Beetle? The VW driver, in contrast, enjoys his advantage and the surprised expressions. This pleasure doesn't come cheap. Customizing his VW set Markus Diamand back over 20,000 euros. But some things can't be measured in money.